Make a toast to the worst idea we've ever had together and what we learned from it.
Raise a glass to something amazing that someone at this table will do in the next year. Speak it into existence. I'm gonna raise a glass to Mike becoming a dad soon.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers to that. Yes.
Who at this table wins the award for doing the most ridiculous thing? What was it?
Shifty eyes.
Like, I know the
close
answer is
context.
you. I haven't even
Close
thought
context.
about what the thing is,
It's
but
close.
I know it's you.
It's either me or you.
Yeah.
But it's your
Most
card, so you get to
ridiculous
answer.
Thing. Just you. We all have done some ridiculous things, but I think in high school, like, just everything you did was
Me? Do anything. This might have been the problem.
But that was the thing, like, we were ridiculous together.
Yeah.
We met joking, laughing at the most ridiculous thing, and 22 years later, we're still laughing.
Okay, I'm going for it, guys.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
You have to hire me for a high-stakes heist. What is the one specific job you would never trust me with, even if my life depended on it?
Sitting still. Do your best impression of me when I'm hangry.
Mike. Order the food.
Oh, this is good. All right. What is your strongest memory from when we all first met, and what has changed the most since then? So I guess my first, outside of the FaceTime call, right? But like my first, I guess, like real memory is, us driving out to Jersey, right? We were in New York and we drove out to Jersey, and the whole vibe was like all day, you're gonna meet Carla and Justine in public, or in person. But it was a public parking lot where we met y'all, right?
It was a cold parking lot.
And it was just like, and y'all had been there for like an hour because we were late. But I just remember like when we finally got there, just the energy, the vibe. There really wasn't anything on the agenda, right? It was just literally just us pulling up for the vibes. And that's literally all it was. Like, we're in the middle of a parking lot, vibes. And I think I got a glimpse of like what your high school years must have been like just through that one like little snapshot. And that's how I knew that you had a really strong foundation, in the circle that you're with.
I just realized Fatima said, hey, let's go drive an hour and a half and meet my friends in a parking lot.
I'm like, where are we going? You're like, you're just going to meet them.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be great. No, you're going to love them. Trust me. It was great. Yeah. Like, we really just chilled.
What do you think is the most important thing we are learning from each other? I think similarly to what someone said earlier, I think it was you about, when you came to LA and you had that moment where you remembered who you were. I think that the most important thing we're learning from each other is who we really are. I think that the world is constantly pushing you to question yourself, who you are. And I do think we become different versions of ourselves with different people. And I think it's important to be around people where you love the version of you that comes out the most when you're with them, to make sure that we don't forget who we are. And I think that is, like, if that's one thing I take with me in this lifetime, I'm so grateful for that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm gonna shuffle too.
Don't upstage me.
That's not.
Yeah.
Like 7 out of 10.
If we were to meet up 20 years from today, what is the one specific activity that we will 100% still be doing? And what does that say about us? I'm going to say dancing.
Dancing.
Yeah. What, 20 years? How old will we be? 55? Yeah. Just with like Tylenol in the bag.
Fine, yeah.
Just
Some
water.
some water.
Stretching.
Yeah,
stretching.
Before and after.
Yeah. I think it's like the rest of the time we spend being in the world, living our lives, kind of accumulates this sense of obligation. But whenever we're together, it feels like it's voluntary for everybody. Like nobody doesn't want to be there and is just going just to get it over with. So I think that's what that says about us. We're like, we're together. Hey.
If we made one promise to each other tonight about the future, what should it be? I think it's just like the same theme of like, you know, that we keep coming back to is just like holding our friendship close and being grateful, remembering the special things about each other, about the connection, and remembering to do this, to always reconnect. Again, with you guys moving back, just never losing that and finding the time to see each other, or even just like calling. Like I feel like last year I made an effort to like just schedule calls with you guys because I felt like I was falling off. Like I wasn't even responding to texts. It would take me forever to respond. I'm just like, I'm not making that connection with you guys and I needed it. So I think just keeping that going, you know, remembering to stay connected.
No, I've had enough. I'm out.
Deleting your number.
What do you appreciate the most about this conversation that surprised you?
I think how easy it is. Like it's just a conversation. And I think going into it, I'm like, well, what should we expect and what will this be like? But it's easy.
Yeah, I think this would be very hard to do like individually, right? But you'd mentioned, or one of you mentioned that like we could just lean on each other through it all. And it's very natural, just the energy just bounces off each other. So it's excellent.
It doesn't feel too awkward to be talking about our friendship, you know, in this setting. And to be able to be open and to talk about stuff and to share stuff. I thought that I would be a lot more like, should I say that? Should I not say that? Is this appropriate? Is this not appropriate? Everything's appropriate. Everything's not appropriate. Don't say anything. Say everything.
That's the internal monologue.
That's the internal monologue.
Yeah, I'm surprised like how relaxed we are and how easy it was to like literally have our belly laughs. Like, yeah.
Outside of my like, cheers.
Make a toast celebrating the mana that makes our group unique and special. The mana. Okay. Cheers.
Okay.
Cheers to decades of friendship that feels more like chosen family. Cheers.
Whoa.
The suspense.
It's way too much.
She passed it on to you?
Did you set me up?
It's way too much.
Yeah, no.